Hello all, welcome to the discussion of mock test number 19 of Science and Technology, which is Utility and Emerging Technology and Nanotechnology as a part of iLearn's Theory of Film series. So here in this discussion, we'll be discussing 25 questions related to these topics: utility and other emerging technologies, nanotechnologies and defense technology. So these 25 questions contains some of the very important topics for the upcoming prelims in 2020. So I'll be sharing the screen and we'll straight away go into the discussion. So this is it. We'll start from the first question. So consider the following statements regarding carbon dots. So first statement is carbon dots are fluorescent nanoparticles are made primarily out of carbon. So we are not sure. Go for the second statement. Carbon dots can be used in biosensing applications. So can you check any complementarity between these two statements? So one is saying that it has some biosensing application. Other one is saying like it has some fluorescent capacities. So can these statements go hand in hand? So sensing and fluorescent capacity, yes. So here we can apply the theorem statement consistency. So both these statements are consistent to each other, so that we can arrive at answer C. So first statement, C is the correct answer. Then microdot technology. This was a term recently appeared in news because India government passed a particular act, that is Motor Vehicle Amendment Act 2019. And in this particular act, government mentioned about this particular technology, microdot technology, to use in automotive industry to make engine parts, to make vehicular body parts, so that if this particular technology is there, so activities like theft and usage of low quality materials or components can be reduced. So this is microdot technology. That's a kind of identification mark. This microdot technology is a kind of identification technology. So answer is B here. Then go with the third one. With reference to material, black gold recently developed by TIFR, which of the following statement is not correct? So black gold. So that's a recent invention, so which has some specific importance in nanotechnology. It is developed by rearranging size and gap between gold nanoparticles, which is correct. So this is a factual question, so take it from here. It has the ability to absorb the visible and near infrared region of solar light. It can convert carbon dioxide into methane at atmospheric pressure and temperature using solar energy. And although it is termed as black gold, its appearance is much like gold. In fact, the last one is the wrong statement. It is black, that's why it's known as black gold. Its appearance is not like gold. So third question, option D is the incorrect statement. So this is a factual question, take it from here. So consider the following statements regarding Defense Space Research Agency, a particular agency which was there in news very frequently in 2019, and it aims at developing sophisticated weapon systems and technologies so as to enhance capabilities of armed forces to fight wars in space. And everyone is knowing that India is trying to spread its hands in space so that it can become a space superpower. So in order to become a space superpower, we should have some research and developments in the field of defense related or space related defense systems. So that is why this particular agencies came into act. And it won't be headed by Chief of Defense Staff. This is a military personnel. Since this is a research organization, it should be headed by a scientist or any other kind of personality. Okay, similar kind of personality, not by a defense personnel. So the second statement is wrong. First statement is only correct, and that's why fourth one only is the correct answer. And fifth one, Project Netra, again something related to space. Which of the following statement is correct? In fact, this is one of the most important questions, most predicted questions this time. So this is a surveillance system. So this is a surveillance system, a project for developing early warning system in space. So it is to protect India's satellites from space debris and other attacks. India is going to deploy a surveillance system in space, that is Project Netra. So fifth one, B is the correct answer. Let me move into the sixth one. with reference to unmanned aerial vehicle regulations in India. So unmanned aerial vehicles can be drones. Okay, so the drones is a kind of UAVs. So in India, last year, government came up with new UAV regulations, and among those regulations, identify the incorrect statement. That is a question. So government, so these are the notification. Remotely piloted aircraft (RPA). This is RPA, remotely piloted aircraft or drones having a weight less than 250 grams does not come under the purview. So in fact, there are different categories of RPAs or UAVs according to this particular regulation, and the legislation is and the regulation is each of these particular categories should need some kind of licenses to use or to fly. So since this statement is like it is exempted, so the UAVs are exempted, so this statement can be wrong. So that's a pure but sweeping statement. And government has also launched a platform known as Digital Sky Platform. So in order to get licenses and registration numbers for their UAVs and RPAs. So again, so this particular statement is correct. And next one, third one, delivery of couriers using UAVs are allowed with certain restrictions as per the current laws. So in no way, what couriers can be allowed using UAVs as of now. So this is banned in India as of according to excuse me, according to the regulations. So third statement is wrong. So here the answer is D. Two only. Sixth one, B is the correct answer. So read more about this particular policy. There can be questions from it. Then seventh one, with reference to Agni 5 missile, consider the following statements. You know that Agni 5 is the latest missile developed by India, which is ballistic, which is intercontinental, which is nuclear. Okay, so it is a missile developed by ballistic missile developed by DRDO. Yes, of course. It is capable of carrying nuclear warhead. Definitely. It has a range less than 1,100 kilometer, which is not correct. Okay, since Agni 5 is an intercontinental missile, it can travel beyond 5,000 kilometer, which makes the third one incorrect. And answer here will be C. Seventh one, C is the correct answer. The eighth one, with reference to Pinaga missile system, another important missile system which was there in news in past 1 year. It was developed by DRDO for Indian Army, which is a correct statement. And this particular missile system, in fact, it's a kind of short range missile. So this kind of short range missile system uses IRNSS for its navigation. So both the statements are correct. This is a fact. Take it from here. So eighth one, C is the correct answer. The ninth one, the primary objective of defense offset policy. So this is again a factual question, but you need to know about defense offset policy of India, which is ninth one here. A is the correct answer. Leverage capital acquisition to develop India's defense industry. So it tries to what? Build capital for the development of India's defense industry. So ninth one, A is the correct answer. Then 10th one, with reference to the Prospina missile system, also known as NAG. Okay, Prospina missile system is also known as NAG missile system. Which of the following statements is or are correct? So it's an all-weather anti-tank guided missile. So you know that under India's IGMDP, Integrated Guided Missile Development Program, we developed 5 different missiles, and the fifth one and the latest one was this particular Prospina missile system, also known as NAG missile system, which is an anti-tank missile, which is correct. And it was developed under IGMDP, which is again correct. So other missiles like Prithvi, Agni, Trishul, Akash. Okay, these were the 4 other missiles developed under this particular program. So please do remember this is related to NAG. Okay, so 10th one here, C is the correct answer. 10th one, C is the correct answer. The 11th one, consider the following statements regarding India's ballistic missile defense program. It is a 2-tiered system consisting of land and sea-based interceptor missiles. Definitely correct. India has a ballistic missile defense system. So other one is exo-atmospheric, other one is endo-atmospheric. Okay, so this is a 2-tiered missile system, and we have advanced air defense system at exo-atmospheric system, and we have Prithvi air defense system at the endo-atmospheric. Okay, sorry, this is the other way around. So Prithvi air missile system should be the first layer, exo-atmospheric, and advanced air defense system will be the second layer. So this is exo-atmospheric, this is endo-atmospheric. Getting it? So first statement is correct. And second statement, India is a second country, only the second country to have this missile system, which is not correct. India, apart from India, other countries like US, China, etc., have this particular technology, which means 11th one, second statement is wrong. In fact, you will get answer one only. Then 12th one, steel, ceramic, fiberglass, wood, polythene, Kevlar. Which of these materials can be used as material for making bulletproof shields? The bulletproof shield simply means there should be some resistance to the incoming high velocity bullet. So the most commonly used material is Kevlar, but along with this, we can use any other form of materials which has or which is having enough resistance to the incoming high velocity bullets profiles. So in fact, all of the given objects can be used as materials for bulletproof jackets. So 12th one, D, all of the above is the answer. The 13th one, with reference to intellectual property rights, consider the following statements. Sorry, this is 13th one. Okay. 13th one, with reference to IPR, consider the following statements. They are outlined in the UN Declaration of Human Rights. Yes, exactly. Department of Promotion of Industry and International Trade, that is DPIIT, erstwhile it was DIP, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. Now it is DPIIT, it's its nodal agency, which is again correct. And the International IP Index is published by World Intellectual Property Organization. In fact, this is wrong. Okay, so this is by US Chamber of Commerce. So this International IP Index is by US Chamber of Commerce. So 13th one, the first two statements are correct. Okay, so last one, third statement is wrong. Then 14th one, with reference to financial transaction technologies, which is this is a very anticipated question in this year's prelims. The difference between UPI and IMPS. UPI means Unified Payment Interface. IMPS means Immediate Payment Service of National Payment Corporation of India. Both these are by NPCI. So UPI combines multiple bank accounts into a single platform, enabling easy fund routing, whereas IMPS an interbank transaction system that is used to correct temporary account mismatch. So 14th one, first statement is incorrect. It is not an interbank system. Okay, it is not an interbank system. Public can make use of this IMPS system to pay their any kind of bill, whether it is electricity or water bill. They can use this IMPS system to pay their bill, consumer bills. So first statement is wrong. And SMS-based transactions are available in IMPS, where in UPI a dedicated mobile application is required. Is exactly everyone who is using Google Pay and PhonePe should know that there should be a dedicated UPI application in order to work this particular UPI system in your phone. So that's why we should have a dedicated application for this UPI, but like IMPS can be worked in normal feature phones also. So second only is two only is the correct answer here. So 15th one, with reference to NEST, new and emerging strategic technologies, identify the correct statements. Okay, so here 15th one, C will be the answer. This is a factual question, take it from here. It will help to evolve India's external technology policy in coordination with domestic. So here, what was the question about? The question was regarding, let me find the question. The answer is to find out the incorrect statement. So statement C is correct, and it is the nodal agency for issuing pertaining to new and emerging technologies. Again, that is also correct. Its function is to increase investment coordination among the states, which is again correct. So all these statements are correct. In fact, the last one, let me check the last one. It is found under the Department of Science and Technology, which is not correct. It is under Ministry of External Affairs. It is under Ministry of External Affairs. That's why the third one, last one is wrong. Here the incorrect statement, 15th one, D is the incorrect statement. Okay, so the right answer is option D. Then 16th one, recently scientists provided the proof of the concept known as quantum supremacy. Supremacy means some particular technology will have some kind of advantage over any other technology. So that is supremacy. So here quantum supremacy means quantum supercomputers, a particular type of computers. You should study about quantum technology like I discussed in the theoretical session. So this particular quantum computers are able to do mathematical problems which cannot be solved by normal usual computers. Okay, normal classic computers cannot solve some kind of problems. So that will be, that can be corrected by, that can be made correct by supercomputers. So 16th one, quantum supremacy is related to supercomputers. So it's a programmable quantum device can solve a problem that is no classical computer can feasibly solve. So that is quantum supremacy. Then in the context of big data technology, which of the following statements best describes differential privacy? Differential privacy. There will be a privacy, but it is differentiated. It will vary according to the situation. Okay, it will vary according to the people. It will vary according to the nature of the data. So that is differential privacy. That is why the term differential privacy. So 17th one here, the answer is C. It's a factual question. Method to collect and publicly share users' information while maintaining the privacy. Here it is. C is the correct answer. So that is differential privacy. And again, another term which was there in news for very frequently in last 1 year, senolytics. Senolytics is a term which is used for anti-aging drugs. Okay, senolytics is used as anti-aging drugs. Okay, 18th one. This is again a factual. So take it from here. This is a factual question. The 19th one, what is Libra? So this is a very famous current affairs. Libra is a kind of form of cryptocurrency owned by Facebook. Okay, so it's a global cryptocurrency built on blockchain technology. So 19th one, C is the correct answer. The 20th one, the concept of deep learning. It's deep learning and neural networks. So this is something related to intelligence. Neural networks, deep learning. This is something related to intelligence. And where we can apply intelligence here? Artificially. So artificial intelligence is the correct answer. 20th one, D is the correct answer. And again, 21st one is an application kind of question where we can apply laser technology. So we can apply laser technology in almost every field. We can use laser technology. Here the answer is what? 1, 2, and 3. So as I said in the discussion, application kind of questions, it will be all of the above for 99% of the types. Okay, so 21st one, D is the correct answer. And 22nd one, immunotherapy was there in news because of some Nobel recognition. So this particular immunotherapy is used for cancer treatment. So here the answer is 22nd one. C is the correct answer. It is a treatment of disease by activating or suppressing the immune system. So this particular therapy can be used for treating cancers. Okay, so 22nd one, C is the correct answer. The 23rd one, consider the following statements regarding BrahMos 2. You know that BrahMos is a missile jointly developed by India and Russia. India and Russia, that's a cruise missile. Okay, that's a cruise missile. And we have two versions of BrahMos, BrahMos 1 and BrahMos 2. BrahMos 1 is up to a range of 299 kilometers because we were not a member. We were not a member in Missile Technology Control Regime. So when we got this technology from Russia in 2017, but after 2017, we became a member in MDCA. So that's why we were able to increase the range of our missile. Now the cruise missile will have a range about 450 kilometers. Getting it? So these are some of the basic information regarding BrahMos missile. So it is jointly developed by India and Israel, which is not correct. And it is a subsonic missile with a range of 4,500 kilometers. In fact, this is 450 kilometers. So 23rd one, both the statements are not correct. Then 24th one with reference to Schwarzschild, another question from nanotechnology. So this is a nano form of carbon. It's a latest nano form of carbon, and it can carry large amounts of electric charges which make them suitable for making superconductors. See, almost all the most of the carbon-based nanomaterials can conduct electricity. So no difference here in Schwarzschild also. Schwarzschild can be used as capacitor, supercapacitor, and superconductor. So 24th one, C is the correct answer. The last one, 25th one, qubit. Qubit or quantum bit. We have already discussed about quantum computing. So qubit is associated with quantum computing. So here the answer is B. Qubit is different from our normal bit. Normally bits are represented in the form of either 1 or 0. They should be 2 digits. But qubit is a single entity which can be either 1 or 0 according to the requirements. So this is associated with quantum computing. Getting it? So here the 25th one, B is the correct answer. So this particular discussion contains 25 different questions and different topics. which have very much probability in asking 2020 prelims. So make sure that you are studying all these topics, all these associated topics, so that you will have good marks in your prelims 2020. So all the best for your preparation. Thank you.